Hi, welcome back. This is another part of the video hop hashtag thanks for watching art. And so in the description box below this video will be a whole lot of artists that need your support. Go watch their videos and show them some love and support. Today my video is about how to turn this into this. So you guys know I'm a huge recycler, and if you're new to my channel, you don't know that, I am. I love junk mail, but what I really like to do is repurpose it, and I use it in my art. So I know many of you get these same sort of bill envelopes I do, or junk mail envelopes, and sometimes this one's like perfect because this is like the reply part, but most of the time these are the ones that get sent right to you, and I love all of them. I like the ones that have the windows and the ones that don't have the windows. Okay, so you can use anything. What I do want to tell you about the ones that, but occasionally, like this is what happens, right? You're not responsible for opening your mail and somebody else is, and this is what happens, right? They don't open it the way you would. So you can still use it, don't throw it away. Go to your handy dandy, you can use book pages or magazine pages. I personally like the ones that are thicker. Usually those perfume ad ones are good. I don't send the part with the perfume, but the other side, because they're like thicker than a regular page. Get out your magazine, measure your junk mail, because you want it to fit, right? So this is where this one needs to be cut off. So then what I do is I just cut mine in strips. I don't even use the whole piece, so I can save it for later. I can save it for other uses. Cut your piece of magazine page and go for it and glue it in. Now, I often take off the back part. This one, I don't think I'll need to because it's pretty whole, but many times they aren't. So just take it, cut it to your measurement, and take it to your mail and glue it in. Now this one's a little bit different because it doesn't have any windows in it. So I can decide later if I'm going to add windows to it, or I could go ahead and, you know, whatever I'm sending. I haven't decided what I'm sending in this one as of yet. But I do try to make my mail art in batches. So this would be the next step for the prepared piece of mail art. Okay? And get your cheap acrylic paint out. So here I have a bunch in process, and I'm going to move these over, and then I'll show you as we do them. So I try to paint mine, like I said, in a process. Like I try to paint multiples at one time. The one thing I will tell you is you do want to let them dry. And if you're going to use magazine pages as the fold down for your mail art, you do want to let that dry in between if you're going to do multiple coats, because, you know, let's just face it, magazine pages are a little bit more fragile and aren't always, you know, paint doesn't always work with them. So then I just go to start painting, and I just, for no rhyme or reason, and I try to keep a few of these on my table all the time so that if I'm doing any other painting job or any other stenciling or spraying that I have them there. Just so you start going for it. You can paint a whole bunch in a really short time. And I try not to get too caught up in the perfection of it and more just in the fun of it. So then I would paint the whole thing. I would paint the front and the back, and I would let it dry. Now, if you do get it on the windows like I have here, just, if you can do it while it's wet, wipe it off. It does come off. And I would just let this side dry and then flip it over and do the other side. And for this one, let's see. And then often if you use wax paper, you can stick wax paper inside, or you can stick other envelopes inside, just to keep the sticky part. If your piece has a adhesive to it, it will stick together. And I just go for it and just paint the whole thing. Now get out all those stamps that you haven't been using, those stamps and stencils and that sort of thing. Always good. I know that many of us have things that we don't use. This is a perfect project to get out all those fun stamps that we've been saving. For, I don't know what I saved mine for. You know, just get them out and start using them. I will say I didn't paint over the writing. Oftentimes I will. So like if it has a company name on it, I will just paint out the company name before I start painting on it. But these didn't. Other ones I painted earlier today did, right? So you want to let it thoroughly dry. Cover it and do as much as you want, as much as you think that you want for your mail art. And I can hear one of you saying, well, why don't you just use a regular new envelope? You can use that too. I just happen to love recycling and enjoy finding and repurposing things that I have that maybe wouldn't see another life, that would just end up in a landfill. Okay, so I'm going to leave this, put this one in, put the wax paper inside and let it dry. Then the next step would be to get out your stamps. To get out your stamps and get out your stencils and go for it. And just have fun. Like here, I have this white stamp. I love this white stamp. I love white stamp pads. I don't know if you guys do, but I do. I like them. Go for it. Just start stamping. You could get out your jelly pens. You could get out all sorts of stuff. You don't have to be quite as zealous with your stamp as I am. But you guys get the idea, right? And voila. So then what I would do to close it up is after I stuck my mail in, I often use washi tape or some washable glue stick. And I go ahead and I use the glue stick, put it down, and I will go back and use washi tape over it because I want my mail to get there safely. If you guys have not joined or watched the videos, hashtag thanks for watching art, I can't encourage you enough to go and support all of the artists and the crafters here on YouTube. We have a wonderful community of creative people, and I want to say thank you to Creative Arts Collaboration, who's sponsoring this video pop, to Meridel Abrams and Cinnamon Cooney, the Art Sherpa, and Meridel has a channel called the Meri Atelier. I just want to say thank you to both of them and for all of you that have supported this creative outreach and outpour to support smaller art channels here on YouTube to become partners. Anyway, as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so much aloha. I hope you try this project. Take care.